Well, good morning and welcome to the Thursday edition here at daryllorette Cafe. I'm your host, daryllorette. Well, as usual, I just came from the kitchen. Just fixed myself a bowl of oatmeal with a couple of chopped bananas. That's right, I got some bananas yesterday. So we got 2 chopped bananas, and this morning we have a cup of lemon tea. Now, as you can see in the background, the sun is coming up. And I'm not used to the sun being up this early. Just, it's spring now and the sun is coming up earlier and earlier, and the daylight, the days, the light, whatever, it's getting longer and longer, and it's hard to keep up with the changes. Anyway, I'm famished. I've been up for a little while, and been doing some work on the computer, whatnot, playing video games and stuff like that. Real hard work. And now I need to take a break and have some breakfast, because all I had to eat so far was a Nutri-Grain bar. Brought to you by Kellogg's. Anyway, let's get some oatmeal and banana in us here. So yesterday I went grocery shopping, and well, they had no mandarin oranges, so I had to buy some peaches, canned peaches. So we don't know. We might have to hang on to those for a while. Unless I run out of bananas, I ain't going to be checking an entire can of peaches on my oatmeal anytime soon. Oh yeah. So, what are we going to do today? I know I got to clean my apartment sometime soon. It seems to be getting warmer outside. I'm actually starting to break out in a sweat at night as I sleep. I wake up in the morning and I'm all sweaty. So that's a good sign. If you like sweating. Well, it's now 6 a.m. I'm going back to bed for a nap. $52. 52. I've actually got nothing to do between. I have nothing to do between now and say Tuesday, I think. So I'm going to be holed up here in the apartment for days, going out of my tree. Nothing to do. Nothing. So you must have heard about the blog post that went viral from a guy who lived in Oaton, BC, Vancouver, not that area out there. I think his blog was called Pen Machine. I actually read half of the post a while back and didn't finish reading it. Yesterday, I found an article that said it had written by, like a journalist, and it said that it had gone viral. Now this guy passed away just recently at the age of 41 from cancer. And his last request was that he wrote this blog post that would be published after he died, explaining the fact that he had died, and this would be his last post, and his blog would now become an archive. And it was almost kind of creepy reading it, because the guy had died and they had published, he had already written it, and he had the date of his birth and the day he died and all that, and it was interesting reading. And I first found it on John Chow's blog. I think it was sometime last week, and it was only yesterday that I discovered that, according to an article that I was just happened upon, apparently it went viral. The post that he had made, that last post, went viral. Interesting read if you can find it. I think his blog is called Pen Machine. Had a wife, couple of kids. Only 41. Why is oatmeal always so runny? Where is it going? Anyway, that was one of my interesting finds yesterday. A blog post by a dead man that's gone viral. It don't get any stranger than that. And apparently the guy's blog was like 10 years old. He had been around on the internet since forever. So, anyway. Me, I've got to find some motivation here. I am like unmotivated to do anything. I need to clean my apartment somehow. I need to muster up the motivation to clean my apartment. Anyway, I still need to get some puppets. I really need to get some puppets, or at least one puppet. So next time I go shopping for anything where they have a toy section, I'm going to see if I can find a puppet, something generic, appropriate, that's not a character from Sesame Street or anything like that. I definitely don't want to use Elmo. That'd be a hard voice to duplicate. Anyway, that's it for me this morning here at daryllorette Cafe. As always, I'm your host, daryllorette, and till next time, try to find some motivation, because I'll be damned if I can. Okay, we'll see you hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. So long.